You know that space where you're not where you used to be, but you're definitely not where you want to be yet? That's the place that I call the murky middle. And today we are talking about why that space, though uncomfortable, is where your transformation is happening. Welcome to Investor Evolution Elevate, the podcast designed to help busy professional women like you rise higher in every area of life. Whether you're looking to create financial freedom, reclaim your time, or find harmony while you're thriving in your career, this show is for you. Join me each week as we uncover strategies to grow your wealth, nurture your personal development, and elevate your life to new heights so you can live with purpose, joy, and confidence. Hey everyone, welcome to Investor Evolution Elevate. I'm Kimberly Hoyt. I am so excited to have you with me today because today we are talking about the murky middle, and it's also episode 50. So I think this is a very timely episode and a timely message. It's not where I'm ending, but it's not where I want to be yet. And my next goal is 100 episodes. So this is a perfect place to start. So many of you know me. I'm a PA, physician assistant. I'm a real estate investor, an entrepreneur, and most importantly, a mama and a wife who's been through a few murky middles myself. So today's episode is for anyone who feels like they're in that in-between season. You're not alone, and there is purpose in this process. All right, let's dive in. The reason why this episode came to be is because last week I was at a real estate investors summit, you can call it. It was Squad Up Summit for the Pace Morby world. And I felt myself in this murky middle. I definitely am not where I was a year ago, but I'm not where I want to be or where I'm going. And I'm in this space, this murky middle. And so it really made me think about this and start thinking about the lessons that I'm learning now in the murky middle that will help me get to where I need to be. First of all, let's start with the first truth about this murky middle. It requires grit. Perseverance isn't always loud. It's not always this big, bold act of courage. Sometimes it's this quiet decision to just get up one more time and keep trying. Sometimes it is just keep going, even when you feel like your wheels are spinning, you haven't quite hit that traction yet, and you're just in it. Maybe you're showing up in your business and wondering, when is it ever going to click? I don't know about you, but this is huge for me right now. We have been working and doing different things, and I feel like we have been setting up all these different dominoes, and we're just waiting for that one little action to help them all fall. And it hasn't happened yet. So we're in that murky middle of still just setting up these dominoes, just waiting, planning, trying to make it work, trying to create the business that we're looking to create. Maybe you're raising your kids, building a career, juggling it all, and asking, is this even really working? I've been there. And again, like I said, in these moments, I have to remind myself, progress doesn't always look like movement. Sometimes it looks like staying in the process, staying in the work, staying in alignment with the vision, even when there's no evidence yet. And that is difficult. That requires grit. It requires commitment. It requires consistency, perseverance, and showing up. I want you to remember, and it sounds totally obvious, but the middle is not the end. But how many of us give up in the middle? How many of us feel like this isn't working, this isn't right, man, I should be getting more traction now because I've been working at this. Why isn't it working for me? The only way we get to the end is if we keep going. So the middle is not the end. This murky water that we're all swimming through, the only way we get to that beach that we've been longing for is if we keep going. And here's the thing. Number 2 I want to talk about is growth through challenge. In the middle space, it isn't just a test of endurance, of perseverance, but it is a teacher. What lessons are you learning in this time? Because you need them for where you're going. And what happens if we give up now, you're going to start something new. And the lessons that you needed to learn in this season will show up in the next endeavor that you start in that murky middle, because you have to learn those lessons in order to move forward. You need those. Think of it like, I always think about Nintendo and Mario Brothers back in the day, when you had to play so much to really develop the skills in order to beat the higher levels. And if you just warped to World 8 when you hadn't really been practicing and building up the skills, you couldn't beat it right away. But once you had been going through and you've played hours and hours as we did, then you can warp to World 8, you can beat Bowser and move on. And it was easy because you put in the work. And I want you to think about this murky middle and take yourself out of it and just look at it. What is it there to teach you? What are you needing to learn in this moment? We love clarity and we love answers, but the middle strips that away and says, who are you without the outcome? This is that space where identity starts to shift, where old mindsets are challenged and can be really difficult to overcome, but the new ones start to emerge. That version of you on the other side, who is she? She's wiser, more grounded, more resilient, more capable of dealing with this set of issues because she's done it before. I've learned more in the uncertain spaces than I ever did in the highlight reel moment, right? We all know that. But when we're in the thick of it, when we're in the middle, it's really hard to remember. I'm going through this season for a purpose because I need to learn, I need to grow, I need to develop. That's where the real internal transformation truly happens. As I've been thinking about this murky middle and why did we get stuck in here? What is the purpose of it? Obviously, we've talked about perseverance and we've talked about learning and growing through that season. The other thing that I think is huge and probably the thing that I love the most about being in that murky middle is community and support. You know what makes all the difference in the world? Not having to walk through this murky middle alone. I used to think I had to figure it all out by myself, that strength meant independence and showing that I can do it and I can persevere by myself. But what I've learned and what I've come to really realize is real strength is interdependence, is building a community of people who are in the same journey with you. You may be running in tandem with them. So for me, networking with other capital raisers is huge because we get to learn from each other. What's worked for you? Oh, this is what I tried. Well, I tried this and this didn't work. Maybe you want to avoid that. Those type of conversations when you can help each other, even though you're on separate paths in different lanes, but moving in the same direction, you can help each other. Oh, watch out, there's a pothole ahead. Oh, be careful of that turn. You want to go slow. Those relationships, those conversations, that connectedness helps keep you going, and they get to help you and you get to help them. And that is a beautiful thing. when you're no longer competing with someone who's doing the same thing, but you're working with them, helping each other, and building relationship with them. It really is about having people who can see when you can't see yourself. Maybe they're a few clicks ahead of you and they can give you some guidance, maybe a subtle warning, or give you some information that you didn't have otherwise to help move you forward. It's that accountability partner who reminds you of your why. It's that group text, that mastermind, the biz besties that you have, the mentor who reminds you you have come way too far to stop here. It gives you motivation. It keeps you moving forward. That community, I would not be where I am today without the people around me. It's foolish to think that we can do this on our own. The only way we move forward is with others, with help from others, with others investing with us, with working with others. That is the way we move forward. And we can't do this by ourselves at all. And why would we want to? If you don't have that kind of support right now, this is your invitation to start building it. You are not meant to go through this murky middle alone. I am here for you. I would love to hear from you. Reach out. Let me know what it is that you're dealing with. I may not have all the answers, but I know a lot of people, and I bet you we can figure it out together. That's the other thing, right? When you have other viewpoints, other perspectives, it helps you move faster because you have a more diverse range of options and opinions, and they may see something that you don't, and you're like, oh, that is the missing link. That's the thing I was looking for. Working together is so imperative, and if you need help, reach out. I would love to help you. As we come to a close, if you're in that in-between space right now, that murky middle where the old no longer fits, but the new isn't quite here yet, I want you to know you're not stuck. You're becoming. You're transforming. This murky middle, as uncomfortable as it is truly sacred ground. It's shaping a stronger, wiser, more grounded version of you that you need to become for that next level. So keep going, keep growing, and lean on your people, because the middle isn't the end. It is just the making of you. So let's recap the lessons that I'm seeing in this murky middle. It's about perseverance, about grit. It's about learning through the process. And it's really about creating a community and connection to move with you, to help you through. If this episode spoke to you, would you do me a favor? Send it to a friend who's in the thick of it too. Share it in your stories. Remind each other that we are not alone and we are not done yet. All right, friends, until next time, have a great week.